Hi, this is Brian from B's Music Shop. I'm here at the 2023 Chicago Vintage and Custom Drum Show, and I'm here with Josh of Independent Drum Lab. How's it going, Josh?
Great.
We want to take a look at what you brought to the show today. You want to show us some stuff and tell us what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we build drums and drum parts that the parts upgrade other people's drums, and then we build complete drums, all with the idea of focusing on the gigging drummer that's hauling their own stuff to the shows and setting it up. So we really have a focus on lightweight stuff that's easy to set up and also sounds really good.
Yeah.
So,
I used to love finding the tiniest hardware. I think I was always that guy. So I love this kind of stuff. So
yeah, absolutely. Makes it easy to come to these shows too when I don't have truckloads of hardware and everything.
That's good. So why don't you take so you have some parts behind us. I saw that.
Yeah.
I'll come over here.
So we have snare strainers, and those have adjustable hole spacing, so they fit just about every snare drum. So we sell tons of those to people who are upgrading their snares. They don't back off. They're really reliable, and they're upgrades for just about any snare drum. They fit everything. And then we have suspension mounting brackets. We have a couple patents on different designs for those that again have adjustable hole spacing. They adapt to just about any drum, and they'll have tunable suspension, so you can really help your drum sing louder. And they're just really reliable. They don't they don't slip or slide during a gig.
Nice.
Just really rock solid parts. Also very lightweight, so you can save some weight on your kit as well.
That's cool.
Then we have some tom holder systems. Again, they can be installed on a bass drum without drilling holes. And again, designed to be very lightweight. We also make ultralight floor tom legs and bass drum spurs that people use to upgrade their kits. But they all come as standard on the kits that we build. So
nice.
Lightweight aluminum stuff that just saves a lot of time and effort in loading your kit into a gig.
Yeah, I can tell. A lot of the stuff just looks like there's a lot of attention to detail. I even really like the branding and stuff. I can tell you just have a real sharp eye for that stuff. Just it's very obvious coming up. I know I saw some of your snare drums over here, and I really like just the small rivet patterns and stuff on them, and you can tell you're really paying attention to all the small stuff. But do you mind showing us one of these snare drums?
Sure.
I really liked them. So
let's pick a cool. So this is This is a brass snare drum, and so we normally do a lot of aluminum and bronze snare drums, but we just came out with a line of brass snare drums. It's kind of a limited run. So this is a 6.5 by 14 brass.
Can I try the? It's still a heavy boy. It's a heavy boy.
Yeah, brass. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way getting around a little bit of weight when you use brass, but it is pretty thin and lightweight hardware, so that that brass shell can sing pretty nicely.
Yeah, I love your seam. How you do your seam. It's so clean and just cool looking.
Yeah, thank you. And it has a purpose too. It holds the shell really nice and steady at that along the curve, and it also allows us to butt the panel together at the seam, so instead of overlapping like a lot of the other manufacturers do, the seam comes right together, and so we have a real nice, clean, smooth edge, and we don't have to do anything else on that.
And that's and I just noticed that's where your vent hole is too. So.
Exactly. Yeah. I hate a badge where it's just a big thing that I'm bolting on the drum that doesn't serve a purpose. So kind of everything that I use has a purpose. It's just a small round badge, but it has the integrated vent, and so it has a function as well.
Nice. Can we see a couple other your snare drums over here?
Yeah, absolutely. So just one thing. We do the brass. We also do it with an oxidized finish. So this is
that's a brass as well.
Yeah, exact same shell, but just with a different type of finish on it.
Nice. That's cool. Kind of Statue of Liberty patina there.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And so this one would be bronze.
Let's pull it right out here. If you don't mind.
8 by 14 bronze, constructed the same way, just a little bit different material. And this one's obviously deeper. It's an 8 by 14. Bronze is kind of our go-to standard for drums. Just sounds awesome. And so we do a lot of snare drums in this material.
Yeah. It's a great thing. You don't see it as much, but it's I've seen a lot of old Tama bell brasses and stuff that just sound great.
Yeah.
So
yep, it's a great material, and so that one's bronze as well. Then we do a lot of aluminum as well, and this one has, and this one's light. This one has the wood hoops, aluminum shell. Construction is the same, but the wood hoops are something we just came out with at the show, and so. Yeah, new lightweight claws, wood hoops, makes them really light, and they sound really big and woody and fat. So that's cool.
It's just such a cool design too. Like the wood hoops, it just has this very like perfectly like vintage. It kind of reminds me of like an old like bomber jet or something, and it's really classy looking.
Yeah, thank you. That's what we're going for. The other cool thing about all the snare drums that we make is they have what we call the infinite snare bed, and this is something that we have a patent on. Whereas, you know, on most snare drums they have a little cutout around the snare wires. This basically the entire bottom head is the snare bed, so it's a continuous curve that goes all the way around the snare. And so you can put any width of snare wires on it, and it has a huge tuning range because it's basically, even at finger tight, it's all seated. You don't have to like crank it down to get it to conform to the snare beds. So it just gives us a huge tuning range, super sensitive, and it's, you know, it's a unique thing that only we can do. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. It looks really tight. I noticed it says Kalamazoo in there. Where are you guys from? Sorry, we're from Michigan. So
yeah, we're just south of Kalamazoo actually.
So we're central. You're western.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Well, that's college rivals, you know.
Oh,
a little bit.
I guess.
I don't get into that. But,
yeah.
You know.
We're all in the Lakes team, you know, Great Lakes team. So
yeah,
it's all good with me.
I just know the nights you don't go to the bar because it'll be nightmare in our town, and that's Central Western weekend is one of them. So
that makes sense.
But that's cool. So another Michigan thing, man. That's cool.
Absolutely, yeah. We got a little shop in Schoolcraft, Michigan.
I know where that's at.
And it's right on 131. If you're rolling through town, you'll see our signs. So
that's super cool. Can we take a look at some of your? You want to talk about some of your kits here?
Yeah. So the first one here, this is what we call our Wayfarer kit, which is all short stack sizes. You know, real compact drums. They sound huge, and it's our most popular drum kit that we make. It's using the same construction as the snare drums we showed you with the riveted seams.
Yeah.
But that 3-piece kit weighs about 25 pounds. Wow. So it's super easy to haul to a gig. You know, it's just the lightweight shells, lightweight hardware. They sound great as a result of that. And then we use our lightweight spurs and floor tom legs as well. So, yeah. Very cool. Very lightweight.
That's cool.
Yep. And then the next kit here we have is our flex tuned maple. So these are really thin maple shells, also very light. This one has the wood hoops on it as well. This is a 12, 14, 20 kit with a 6.5 by 14 snare. All the same shells, thin 5-ply. And we have a unique layup on our shells where basically all the strength in the shell comes from the horizontal grain plies.
Okay.
So we use 3 thick horizontal grain plies and then just 2 really thin vertical grain plies to cross-laminate it. So it lets us make a very thin shell that's as strong as a much thicker shell.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that caught my eye just because of the blue and the wood hoops, and it's just very classy looking.
It's a looker.
Yeah. You got a good design eye. You could tell. You know, I mean, the lightweight stuff is an added bonus, but even aside from that, like the kits just look really classy in person. So
thank you.
Is there anything else you want to show us? Any of these kits?
Yeah, we have another Kalamazoo series aluminum kit.
I'm gonna drag this guy with us. Oh, I'm dragging the kit with us. Look at that. There we go.
All right, so we got a Kalamazoo series aluminum kit. Full size, more conventional sizes. These just sound huge. And then we have another one of our Wayfarer kits. This is in the Flex Tune maple shells. So this is, the smallest kind of compact size we make, which is a 10, 14, and 18-inch toms, all shallow depths. So super lightweight, super easy to bring to a gig. And they actually are really versatile in their tuning range. So you can get kind of big drum sounds out of these little guys, or crank them up high and get all the jazz tones you need out of them. So
awesome. That's awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate you showing us around today. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Josh.
thanks for the time. Great talking to you.
Thank you. Bye.